A little we got a little side profile of you going on, not a sewed profile. Whew. Is it Monday or am I losing my mind? It's Tuesday. Hello there, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yes, the eyes of Yoda. They do watch. Wife took a photo of Yoda. I'll put on the community post sometime of him loafing, but he's looking rather chunkified about it. Maxie. Well, that was loud, wasn't it, Maxie? Hello there, Bruce. I'm gonna come over this way, Max. Hi, buddy. Hopefully all are doing well. It's looking like the community is wanting to hang on to that extra as far as the donations go, which I'm fine with. Makes sense to me. Hello there, Catitude. Hello there, Tranquil. Bruce, Max is doing fairly well. His eyes are pretty much back to normal. His appetite is good. His attitude is good. Hello there, Sue. Sue, I appreciate the new place to sponsor, Milo's Sanctuary, I do believe, out in California. It's pretty cool. Hopefully, I didn't look too much into it, but when we do a donation, hopefully we can actually, if we can sponsor seniors, we can sponsor a couple or something like that, and be able to pick who is sponsored. Hello there, Susanna. How you doing? Yeah, so what my wife is saying there about Max's glucose, his blood sugar, is what we've noticed recently is he's been like in the threes in the mornings, which is normal for a diabetic cat, and then at nighttime he's been like in the low 100s. So he's always just flipping, flopping, and flopping like a fish. Who knows? Hello there, Kevin. How you doing? Yes, those who what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. Had a moment. I seem to have a lot of moments. Hello there, Debbie. How you doing? Thank you all for joining me on this normal Tuesday evening, or it could be at nighttime where you're at, or it could be in the earlier in the day, depending on if you're out in California. Tranquil, you're having a truly horrendous day. Sorry I can't be company for absolutely any person. I'm sorry to hear that, Tranquil. Hopefully it gets a little bit better. Hello there, the Siamese pyro cat. You got a Siamese cat that likes to start fires? That's not a good thing, but hello, hello. Hello there, Charlotte. Hope you're doing well. I do have and non-members can see this right now. I did have a little video about Max just purring for like a minute or so for channel members, but this is a non-channel member thing as well. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment so y'all can listen to Max purr. You know, I think that might have been the longest uh, I've gone in a live stream without talking for a very long time. Hello there, Phil. How you doing? So hopefully all of you are doing well. Tranquil again. Hopefully things will get better as the day goes on for you out there. We got new people in here. Looks like there's around 40 or so right now. I know this fluctuates obviously as the time goes on. This is Maximus. My name is Adam, aka the Giving Paws. We have 9 kitty cats that we live with. Yeah, you want to know more about this community? Feel free to ask. Hello there, Raven. 6829. How you doing tonight? Bruce, Max doesn't really do zoomies anymore. His zoomies days are kind of past him, even though he's very fast for his condition. You doing good? Good to hear. Do you have any kitties, Raven? And if you're also new here, hello and welcome. A big hello. That was a big yawn for Mr. Maximus. Those also new listening to my voice here, we go live every Tuesday and Saturday most of the time. We do these live streams for an hour, pretty much just kind of hang out with these cats. And yeah, just kind of whatever comes up, comes up. Hello there, Jesse. Hello there, Lewis. Hope you all are doing well tonight. As always, thank you for joining us. You got a doggy, Raven? What kind of doggy do you got? This last Saturday, Jesse, I was not on. I was just taking a break being live for 5 straight days during that donation week. But this upcoming Saturday, you know, unless we have like a house showing or something, it would be the normal 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jesse. The Siamese. Max reminds you of a black and white kitty called Batman. He had an awesome personality. Well, the Siamese, we got 3 tuxedos all together. We have Max here. We have Yoda, who you're going to meet a little bit if you hang on this live stream long enough, and who looks kind of like Batman. He's got the Batman mask on. And then we have Tiny, and that's 3 out of the 9. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up. There's 30 people in here, so hopefully we'll get closer to 30 thumbs up. If you are a cat lover, a cat fan, a cat parent, you are in the right place. If you don't love cats, well, then maybe we can convert you. Like we say around here, once you go cat, you don't go back. Hello there, John. Hello there, Maya. Hope you all are doing well tonight. Hope the cat billies are doing well, John. I hope the kitties are doing well. Lewis, I hope the kitties, like the community cats that you feed and help around, do well. Jesse, I hope Midnight and Shadow are doing well. Rosemary, I hope Dusty is doing well. Bruce, I hope you're 9. You know, I'm not going to remember most of their names. Stinky, Nini, Pepper, Oreo, Randy. I think that's about half of them. That's pretty good, I think. Well, somebody got a message deleted. Hi, Kitty. Hello there, that one Welsh girl. I'm not sure why your message got deleted, if it did, but unless you said something. I support everybody as long as they love cats, my friend. I think if you love cats, then there's something that we can connect with. That's something that kind of connects this community together is the love of cats. A lot of things are workable. Hello there, Lucinda. Cindy, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Cindy, I'm not sure if you got my comment or not, but I was just talking about a seafood as far as, not a seafood, I'm sorry, a cat food, I mean, Shiba. I don't know if you've tried Shiba before, but Shiba sometimes works with picky kitties. If they eat it, great, but just be careful. If they eat too much of it, it can make them a little sick. So you might want to be careful, but maybe it's just something to try. Raven, you just subscribed. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. The kitties are doing well. Can't meet the other tuxedos. Let's see. Dusty was sick today. I hope he's doing better tonight. I took him for some fluids. I'm sorry to hear that, Rosemary. Hopefully nothing serious. Keep us informed if you can, Rosemary, as much as you can, of course. Thank you there, that one Welsh girl. Raven, your name is Raven. I'm terrible with names, so forgive me if I butcher your name. But is it like just Esme? Esme? Is it short for like Esmeralda, perhaps? Hello there, Sydney Cat. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. So those new here, we hang out with Max here. He is a special needs cat. He is diabetic. So he needs to take insulin, usually at least once or twice a day. He also has peripheral neuropathy, which is a side effect of his diabetes, which means that he can't walk properly on his back feet. So he kind of walks on his whole foot instead of just his paw pad. He has some stomach issues every so often, so he is prone to vomiting. But right now we got him in a pretty good spot. But he's one of the special needs kitties that we have. Rosemary, you think he ate too many treats? Okay. Hello there, Kristen. Hope you're doing well. Raven, you are from the UK. Awesome. We have quite a few friends here from the UK. America obviously is the biggest. We got some from Canada. We got some from France, Argentina, all over the world. Hello there, Megan. Are you new, Megan? If so, hello and welcome. Discover, she said yes. I asked lady next to me at the gym to follow me on YouTube. Okay, interesting. Hello there, also Discover. If you are new, hello and welcome. California, all right. Awesome, Megan. Welcome to the community. Turkey, yes, that is true also, Bruce. Yep. So we're going to hang with Max here for just a couple more minutes. Those who are new here, you have two kitty cats, Megan. What are their names? Just a quick little heads up of those who are new. So kind of two things that make me a little different. One, we have 9 cats, 9 rescues that we live with. And 2, we donate all of our money to cat rescues around the world. So if that's something that you're interested in, something to get behind, something you want to join this community in, feel free to. And if you have any questions, then always ask. Megan, you are in Springfield, Missouri. Awesome. Theo and Rosie. We have a Rosemary here, Megan. Let's see. That one Welsh girl. Can you be a moderator? If okay, it's okay if not. So not right now. Since I've just met you, that one Welsh girl. If you're somebody that stays in the community, is positive in the community, and somebody that I feel like would be a good fit, then yes. But I just don't give them out like Tic Tacs. I only have like maybe 8 moderators or something like that. Not many at all. Lewis, yeah, I'm not surprised, and the reason I'm not surprised, Lewis, about that is because I think for the most part, like this community is older for the most part. I'm not saying ancient, but just older. I think older and more mature, and just understand like it's maybe good to save away or stock away on something like that. So it's not surprising to me, Lewis. I'm not surprised about that at all. We might do something though, kind of in the middle though, and I'll talk about that more when we donate. Oh, you go good, you can make to me. He a good boy. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna say goodbye to Maxie. We are gonna go into a room now that has 7 cats in it. Yeah. So again, if anybody has any questions, if you're new, or if you're not new, feel free to ask. And we'll be back. Maxie? Hi, Maxie. You keep the pukies in, Maxie. Yeah, catitude, exactly. Hi, Yoda. Gotta back up, buddy. All right, so here, these two little gremlins. Yoda is the tuxedo. He's like the Batman cat. And then the orange cat is Tang. Yoda. All right, Yoda, let's get your toy out. Yoda is obsessed with his laser toy, as you all will see here in a second. Kristen, you have a female tuxedo. Name is Penelope. Awesome. So we got Yoda here chasing the toy. Like I said, we got Mr. Tang. Over here we have Tiny. Tiny, Tiny. Hi. Hi. Kit's up on the bed. We have Pandora over there, the white cat. So let's just see Yoda for a bit here. Lewis, how long does it take to make one of those amazing live action videos? You mean like the little short things, Lewis? Is that what you're talking about? It doesn't take very long to do those at all. Yeah, it doesn't take long. Yoda is another. He was a foster fail. Yoda was a group. My wife and I have fostered like 60 kittens during the last like 10 years or so, and he was in a group of 6. They were quiet but messy. They were throwing poop all over the place. They were messy little children. And ironically, it's probably hard to say now, or hard to think this now, but he was a very quiet one. He was probably actually the most quiet of the bunch. But he must have been fooling us because he's definitely a loudmouth, as most of you know. I thought they were. Well, Yoda was quiet though. My wife was saying they were not quiet, but Yoda was quiet. Yes, that's true. We had a couple of tuxedo females, and they were very talkative, let's say. Dang. Let's go look at Kit, visit her for a few minutes, since she's just up on the pillows. Kit is another foster. Foster fail, I should say. Kit was the only adult foster that we ever had. Now, Kit, though, is the enforcer of the bunch. Those of you who have multiple kitties, I'm sure you probably would also say that you have some enforcers, ones that are kind of enforce the law of the land, and that's definitely Kit's role. She's got those pretty emerald eyes. Bruce, I mean, out of this 9, yeah, I mean, Rosemary probably is the loudest. Just those 6, though, that Yoda was in, the group that he was in, he probably is very loud. Zabu. Well, that's an interesting name. Jesse, I guess YouTube didn't like you saying that your shadow kitty cat is a butthole. I got no problem saying that. I'm you know, I'm the host, so I'm good. But it's pretty funny though. Pandora. We'll say hi to Pandora over here. This is Pandora, Pancakes, the White Cat of Doom. Oh, she has many names. Lay down, Whites. Let's go down. I'm going to go on the ground here, and I got to show y'all, those who are new. Let me show you Zelda. Let me get down. Oh, you coming out, Zelda? Come on, honey. Come on, old girl. Theo is the queen of the apartment, and Rosie is a little bully picking on her older sister. So this is Zelda. She is the, I guess you could say, the matriarch of the bunch. She is the eldest. She is another special needs kitty. She is also diabetic, like Max. She is 20 and a half or so. She's had diabetes for 10 years. She also has some other health issues that we're not going to do anything with because of her age. And we can't really do anything with anyways. But she is a sweet old girl. Thursday, Bruce will be there in spirit. We will be there in spirit for you. I did ask, but the cat said, you know, we're not interested in being such a long car ride. Tiny, as you can see, is not really tiny, so hence the name. It's a bit of a misnomer. She's, though, tiny in, I don't know. She's tiny in what? She's not tiny physically. She's a tiny little sweetheart, I guess. That's what we'll say. Jesus. Hello there, Kitty King. How you doing tonight? All right, so what do we got here? We got Yoda staring out, doing whatever he's doing. We got the baby who's coming up here. This is our nutty calico. She does have tiny feet, yes. Very, very, very true. You're feeding a stray, Kitty King. Awesome. The baby here is like also 13 or so. Hi, boo bars. We probably have about 26 places that we donate to here. Just kind of talking about another topic here real quickly. If anybody new or old has a new place that we could donate to as a community, don't do it here, but just let me know in a comment on like a video or something, and I'll look into it. We're always looking for new places that the community can donate to each month. We can't donate to all of them each month, unfortunately. We try to get anywhere between like 3 to 6 in a month or so. It just depends. I would love one day where we could donate to all the places in a month. And maybe one day we will be there, but we're just not there yet. Hello there, Raymond. Always nice to see you, Raymond. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Hey, baby girl. Who's a good babers? No, Bruce, I've never even heard of that. What is it about? Yeah, Catitude, I agree. I need to look into it more, but it seems like a really, really good place, and I'm glad that Sue recommended that. You know, I had another idea. I was actually talking to, we're not, well, commenting back and forth with Kitty King, and not yet, but over time, eventually, uh, I would love to be able to do something like this. So let me tell you what it is. Happy pre-birthday there, Raymond. You got your birthday coming up tomorrow. Awesome. Happy pre-birthday. So as you know, we donate to cat rescues around the world, right? That's what we do as a community. Now, excuse me. Eventually, another thing I would love to do in due time is to be able to, like, once a month or so, have like everybody who's in the community, like everybody who's a part of the community and who I know and participates, engages in these live streams and all that stuff, just somebody that the community knows and has kitties, to be able to donate to that person as well, just to help them out a little bit, maybe as well. Maybe $50, like send $50 to them, $100 to them, something like that. I think that would be a really cool thing to do, and hopefully in time, maybe next year, I don't know, maybe this year, it's hard to say, just kind of add that to what we donate to. So I just think that'd be cool, because I know a lot of you do a lot of additional stuff. Like I know, like Lewis, he feeds strays. Kitty King feeds strays. Catitude probably feeds strays. I know a lot of you do like a lot of additional stuff beyond just the cats that live with you. So I just think that would be something, a kind of just a neat little thing as a community to, sponsor a community member, if you will. And just maybe like a rotation, or maybe it'd be like on a spinny wheel kind of thing, and people's names are on it, just something like that. I was thinking about that a couple days ago, and I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do as well, as a as a community in time. So I don't know, just a random thought on a Tuesday. Y'all don't have to, let me know now what you might think about or not think about that. But again, just some thoughts. I have a lot of random thoughts these days. We're as most of you know, we're kind of in the process of trying to sell our home, and we've been on the market for about a week. We haven't had any showings yet, but hopefully soon enough we will. We'll just kind of look at Yoda here for a little bit. Maya, you think you'll try, unless the neighbors report you to the sheriff's office. Ooh, that doesn't sound like good. John, but you're able to help your strays. Do it at the cat cafe. Yeah. But again, I don't know. Like I said, just some thoughts here. Yoda's looking rather perturbed at me. All right, Yoda. Where did I put the toy at, honey? I got the baby sitting on me at the moment. This is not uncommon for what she does. She definitely, thinks she owns me, which she probably does. All right, you got to move, honey. Oh. All right, Zeus. Let's give you a little bit of attention. I appreciate the words there. Yes, they do own, definitely. Do you like the lights? Ugh. So Yoda, the Siamese kitty, Yoda is the one right here on the desk. Not desk, the nightstand here. This little goofball. He kind of looks like Batman. You know, a lot of these cats don't really care about laser pointers. Yoda obviously goes crazy with them. Um, and the baby goes crazy with them. Tang plays with it a little bit. Tiny kind of does as well. But, you know, for the most part, these cats don't really care about this toy. John, you met somebody local who's in need of straw bales and shelter for 5 strays, and that you're donating 5 straw bales and 5 shelters for her on Saturday. Oh, even with the Saturday. Oh, that's really nice, John. That's a very kind act. Thank you. I guess apparently Rosemary is a little upset at the moment. Y'all will meet Rosemary. Those who are new, you'll meet Rosemary in about maybe 10 minutes or so. Yep, she's eating her kitty food. Yeah, you know, y'all talking about the lottery. My dad played the lottery for years and years and years and years. Most of the time, he never won anything. He won a few $100s here and there. I don't know. I probably spent like maybe $20 like on scratching tickets or lottery tickets, and maybe won like $10 back or something like that. But you definitely, if you don't play, you can't win. That is for sure. Are you going to play with it, Rosie? Or not Rosie, I'm sorry, Pandora. Phil, I am finally starting to kind of put together and do some research on the blood transfusion video that you requested. That'll be the first one out. I think I got like 4 requests for different types of videos, and yours was the first. So maybe by the weekend I'll have that out. But I finally have that one. I'm finally starting to look into that, doing that research. Does anybody heard of? I got a question for y'all, chat. Does anybody heard of Pouncer the cat? Is that name familiar or channel familiar with anybody? No, bunch of no's. Yeah, me neither. So I had a comment when I was asking the community, like, what should we do, you know, with this extra bit that we have for this month, you know, stock it away or just donate it all. And they said, could you maybe give it to this cat named Pouncer the cat? Apparently, it's like, and I have a bit of a strong opinion on this. So it's apparently this person like has this. I'm gonna sit down for just a second. Has this African, it's almost like a savanna or like an African like several cat, right? Like those wildcats. They had them apparently since they were a kitten, and they live in South Carolina, and they live in an apartment. And apparently, I guess somebody found out about it, and like the county took the cat or took the wildcat, I guess, away from the person. And what they're gonna do with the cat, I don't know. Uh, I don't know if I really think I don't think a person should be having a wildcat like that to begin with, to be honest. And then I especially don't think that they should have a cat of that size because those cats, those African sevirals, like Savannah kitties, I think some of you know what I'm talking about. They need a lot of space. They're not small. These cats are big. These cats are huge. Uh, so to have in an apartment, but then again, on the other hand, it's like I don't know what the situation is with these kitties. I don't know what the county is going to do with them. I'll have to find some more information out. I don't know if they're like trying to get them into like some kind of bigger habitat kind of thing, or some maybe into a like a zoo maybe, or something like that. Hello there, Spence. How you doing tonight? Um, so yeah, Kitty King, it's like they shouldn't have, but then yeah, I don't want them to, I wouldn't want the cat to be euthanized either. But I don't know. It's kind of tough. Um, so yeah, I mean, if y'all want to look into that channel, feel free to. You can just type in something like Pouncer the cat, and you should be able to find. They do like just mostly like shorts and stuff like that, and just see what it is, and then you can, I don't know, have form an opinion on it. But I just don't know. I'm kind of in between on that. I feel like it's like if people bring in like lions or tigers or whatever. Like Mike Tyson used to have like lions or tigers or something like in his home, and it's like that's crazy. It's crazy. Uh Spence, I'm talking about Pouncer the cat as a YouTube channel. Apparently it's like a African like wildcat kind of, and somebody found out that they had them like living with them in their apartment, and these are not small cats, these are like big cats. So the county took the cat from the person, and I don't know what the plan is for the cat. I don't know if they're going to try to find a home for the cat, like like a habitat kind of thing or something. I just don't know. But or apparently, I guess my wife is saying he got loose, so maybe she knows a little bit more about it than I do, or maybe she's been looking into it. I don't know when I've been talking. Ugh. Let's go over to Orangey. We haven't visited him for much tonight. Lewis, what is the dude's name with the tigers? I think he's in jail. Yeah, Tiger. Yeah, Tiger King. Maya, yes, words to live by, Maya, words to live by. The wife is always right, or in my case, Maya, I always just like to tell her, sure, you're always right. Oh, okay. So my wife is saying, I guess they're currently in a pet sanctuary, apparently. I kind of think that, to be honest with you, I kind of think the cat probably should be in a pet sanctuary, not in an apartment. I'm sorry. I don't think that a cat like that should be living in an apartment. Uh, let's see. Hello there, Judy. How you doing? Who wouldn't want their own battle cat? Yeah. Yeah, I got this pet lynx. I live in a 500 square foot apartment, but it's this pet lynx, and he's happy, and I can attend to all of his needs. Not really. Shoot, I mean, I hate to say there's situations where folks, God bless them, and they're trying to be helpful, but they live in an apartment or whatever, and they got 20 cats, like normal cats. And it's like, God bless them for trying to do the right thing, but they're doing more harm than good. Hello, baby. Orangey. I do not have any updates this week for that potential 10th or 11th cat here. But we probably will reach out to those folks that live next to us, or not next to us, but live in the same community that we live in, probably over this upcoming weekend. And I will let you know like what's going on Saturdays live and Sundays donation live. So right now we're just kind of in a holding pattern. Hopefully, maybe they've talked to each other and they will at least wait until they get the kitties neutered and see what happens. Spence, overall, these 9 little fur balls are doing well. I got really nothing to say about any of them, Spence. Max's eye is doing fine. Oh, I do have some news with Rosemary. She actually gained a few tenths of ounces, so she was like 5 pounds. Now she's close to like 5.2. So she is up a smidge. Megan, isn't that the truth? Your youngest kitty is a handful and both act like human kids, for sure. John, you met a lady recently to donate extra cat food. She had around 40 kitties in her house. Yeah, yeah, John. So do I. 40 cats, unless you're living like in a 10,000 square foot mansion or something, that's not good for you. That's not good for them. I can only imagine. Sydney, you're in the kitchen making dinner. Hopefully you're going to have a good dinner there, Sydney. Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you. With 9, sometimes, you feel like you have too many. Between obviously vet bills and food and water and just attention and enrichment and, love and attention and needs. Like Yoda over there, who's not happy right now because somebody's playing with his toy. With these fur balls. Litter boxes, yeah, for sure, Judy. I mean, if you got 40 cats, you should be having, well, technically 41 litter boxes. But, I mean, even if you have like 20 litter boxes, just think how crazy that is. John, you stick with the 4, and sometimes they're like 8. Yeah, you do. And even with like these 9 cats, and we're not in a small house here. I mean, we're in like a 4-bedroom, like 3,000 square foot home. And one room, like the dining room downstairs, it's a litter box room. We got like 3 of the litter boxes are in that room alone. All right, so we're going to say goodbye to this bunch. We are going to go downstairs and check out what the gremlin is doing. So we're going to say goodbye to Tiny, to Kit, who couldn't be bothered right now, to Miss Zelda, to Yoda, to the Boobers, Miss Baby, and to Tang. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I missing somebody? Oh, I am missing somebody. And to Pandora. It's always good that my wife is saying that Rosemary is leaving me a present, perhaps. I'll let you know what that means in a second. Some of you can probably make a pretty good guess on what that means. She left a present earlier this day. All right, well, I'm going to let her do her business. At least she's in the litter box. Earlier today, she was not in the litter box. I'm going to just step up here. I'll show you the front yard for a second. Instead, I think you all would rather see the front yard than seeing a cat poop. Most of you have seen cats poop, so, you know, it's nothing new. So we'll go outside for just a second. But, yeah, so she left me a present earlier. And at least she pooped on, like, the LVP flooring, so it's a heck of a lot easier to clean up than on the carpet. But, yeah. But this is outside. This is, yeah, we have more of our stuff's in the front yard than the backyard. It's like an acre plus acre. And, yeah, it's definitely a quiet neighborhood here. You got a beautiful sunset kind of up in the sky. You know, you got the purples and the oranges, somewhat the blues, out here in NC. So, yeah, if any of you want to buy if any of you want to buy a house out in rural North Carolina, let me know. But anyways, Rosemary's probably done, and let's go back inside. Okay. So yes, earlier, like I was saying, she left me a present. It was solid, it was semi-solid, and it was chocolatey syrup-like. I wish it was Tootsie's, but only some of it was Tootsie's. So those who are new, this is Rosemary. She is another special needs little goofball. She is deaf, and she is skinny, but she's up to like 5.2 pounds now, so she's a little bit bigger now. And she also has a thyroid issue, so she has medication to control her thyroid disease. I guess she's got the wanders at the moment. So he's like, let me get into that refrigerator. She's the newest of the bunch. We've been with her for almost 3 years now. This October, November, she'll be 3 years that we've lived with us. Hello there, Mr. Zoabeck, is it? How you doing? Jesse, so the crowns mean like it has something to do with like how much you're engaging in the chat or something, I think. Hello there, Icon. How you doing? Rosie, what are you doing? We gonna go outside? You wanna go outside? What is my thinking on treats? What do you mean, Spence? You mean just giving treats out, or I'm not sure what you mean by that. She might be having a senior moment. I mean, she's also not a young cat. Uh, kind of like Zelda. She's up there in age. I mean, she's at least... We don't know exactly how old she is, but she's at least 15, 16, maybe 16, 17. All right, honey, I'm going to close the door because I don't want to have to get back up and chase you around. Spencer, you think you give your cat too many treats? Or why do you think that, Spence? I will say, like, to me, because it's a treat, right? It's not a meal kind of thing. I mean, I'm good with giving them like a few days, I'm sorry, like a few treats a day, like maybe, 4 or 5 a day at the most. Because they kind of are empty calories. They can also upset the kitty's tummy if you give them too many. You gonna get into your box, honey? So that's my opinion, Spence. What do y'all think, chat, friends, community? What are your thoughts on cat treats? Like yay, nay, a certain amount? And this is the backside of the house. I think most of you have already seen this, but again, you got those gorgeous skies, right? Quiet, serene atmosphere. Everybody loves that broom. I don't know why. There's something about that broom. Obviously, because it's probably outside and you got all these scents out here. Dusty got the diarrhea. You give treats 3 times a day. Everything in moderation. We're going to hang out here, Rosie, for a few more minutes because I don't want to be chasing you around. She is surprisingly quick for her age. And sometimes she acts like, hello there, RJ, Mary Jane. Nice to see you again. For her age, she's surprisingly quick. Sometimes she acts like a senior. She just sleeps. And then other times she is around and abound and all over the place. So it just really just depends. Jesse, not really, no. I think my wife said she was in the sink earlier tonight during this live stream. But it doesn't seem like it there. Hello there, Mook Meek. Nice to see you again. Are cats really expensive? It depends. It truly depends, Mook. You're a college student, so you'd like to get them, but I'm not sure I'd be able to take care of one in terms of vet bills. So, Mook Meek, I mean, you could go a whole cat's life and have very minimal, like just the basic, care from year to year, vaccines when they're younger, maybe blood work when they're older, food, litter, water, and you can go the bulk of their life and nothing really happen. On the other hand, I mean, they could be 6 months old and they could develop some sort of, medical condition that needs constant care and constant dedication as a pet parent. So I would say, I'm glad that you're asking the question. I think too many times people don't understand the responsibilities of bringing a cat or a dog into their life. So yeah, I would definitely wait, like you said there, to have a stable income, because they can be expensive. I mean, they're like kids, and like human kids, they can cost a lot. But the thing of, unlike human kids, they never leave the house. They never go to college. They're never going to move out. They are going to be with you their entire life, hopefully.
far too often though too many um, humans abandon or leave or get rid of their cat or their dog when they start to be annoying or when they start to cost too much. But to me, you can't do that because it's like it's a lifetime commitment, or it should be. That's why I don't like when people, like get their kids a pet for like Christmas or something. Because once the pet becomes, not cute or starts to do something, well, what's going to happen to that pet? That pet's going to go bye bye most of the time, unfortunately. Hello there, Maria. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. So, just don't take on more than you can handle. We have 9, and I will say sometimes it definitely it's a lot sometimes. I will say this year alone, because I'm honest with stuff. I just want to be transparent and honest in these conversations because it's real life. Max, most of you know Max, and uh, he's with the vet bills alone this month, just like in the last 3 months. We've probably spent about 4,000 on him, maybe 5,000 on him. And, we will continue to do that because that's our responsibilities to take care of him. But he's bit of a special needs, though. I mean, he's a diabetic kitty, so he's had some like issues with his blood sugar when it's, excuse me, when it's been too low. So we've had to take him to like emergency vets. And as some of you have probably know, emergency vets aren't cheap. They cost a lot, and yeah, it can be a lot. Hello, Miss Rosie. Are you feisty tonight? You want to go bite, bite? You want to go bite, 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 lick, lick, bite, bite? Useless information. I feel you there, Lewis. Yes, I have a lot of useless information, but hopefully some of the information that I talk about during these live streams, and I will, somebody might hear and, get something out of it. Eventually, something I'd love to do is I'd like to make some normal videos, of me just talking about different things, cat related, of course, because that's my thing. But maybe that'll help somebody down the road. I mean, looks like right now we got around 50 folks or so in here, and hopefully somebody might be learning something new. John, Tidy Cat's lightweight is 17 pounds at $28, but you find the lightweight lasts about 3 times easier to scoop in the cat billies. That's the most important thing, John. As long as your kitties like the litter that you use, that's the most important thing. All right, well, it's approaching that 1 hour. So those who are new those who are new and have kind of hung out with us for most of this time, I hope that you've learned something. I do call this the most giving cat community on the planet, on YouTube, I should say. And well, hang on. If somebody's got a question, I always like to get a question. So, Spence, any advice on wet food? As I hear cat food has a lot of fillers. I'm not sure what's available out in the UK, Spence, as far as wet food goes. But I will say, in my experience, try to stick with pâtés like over grilled or like flake, because the problem with grilled has a lot more like fat in it, and it can lead to some upset tummies. So I don't know out in the UK if they have like stuff like Fancy Feast or Blue Buffalo. I don't know what they have out there, but I would stick with pâtés though. And beyond that, I'm not sure, Phil, because I not Phil. I'm sorry, Spence, because I don't know what's out there. I don't know what's out in the UK, so it's kind of hard to say. But I'm definitely an advocate for wet food over dry food overall. So, but on that note, I am gonna start to kind of wrap this up, and I always like to say these. Or try to remember to say these three things: adopt, don't shop. Adopt senior cats if you can, if you're thinking of adopting, and always speak up for those who can't. Always advocate for your felines or your canines. As Rosemary is giving us her butt to end, but I'm going to flip it around on her and get her face. Nobody wants to see your butt, honey. People come here to see your beautiful eyes, not your little scrawny hiney. But she's cute. Yeah, sure. That's true, Kitty King. Well, anyways, I'm gonna, like I said, start to kind of wrap this up. Give you a little bit of time to say goodbye to Rosemary, to myself, if you desire, to each other, before I hit that X button and say adios for the night until Saturday. Again, if y'all want to try to look for that hello there, Roman. That one video, that one channel, Pouncer the Cat, take a look at it, see what you think. And to all the new folks that were here, Megan and Esmeralda, the Welch kid, the Welch one, I can't remember the name exactly. John, to answer your question real quickly, does it plump the pee well? It does, yes, John. The world's best cat litter, I would also agree. It's a really good cat litter, and it does last us months. So yeah, it's a good choice if you can. I know. You're like, Rosemary, I want to go in. Yes, I know, honey. We're going to go in. All right, bye, all. Have a good night. Go on, honey. Get in there. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. Hi, Cersei. Sorry, Cersei. I got to go. Bye, Cersei. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday or Saturday.